How's it going, everybody? I'm Ron, and this is my video on the vehicle I have and why I bought it. So I have a 1993 Jeep Wrangler, and it was on the build sheet listed as a YJM. It came with 35 rear Danas and 30 front Dana axles. It has a 4:10 gear ratio. It has a NP 231 transfer case, a 5-speed manual transmission, and a 2.5 AMC block, okay? Not the 4.0, this is the 2.5. This is the guy you want, okay? Now, if you notice, all I got on there in the front is a tow bar, and that's because I live in a school bus and I tow it behind it occasionally, stuff like that, when I'm moving around and everything like that. I also don't have a winch, okay? Never really needed one. And I'll get into stuff like that in another video. So we'll do a quick walk around and I'll show you the basic things about my vehicle that I really like. I run a 32-inch tire that's 11.5 inches wide on a 15-inch rim. I'm running alloy rims, and I do alloys just because they're lighter. When you go up in tire sizes, alloys are lighter. I do off-road this thing. I off-road this thing a lot. It has a 4-inch lift on it. I also got a hard top. That was for the sake of the noise, okay? And overall, this thing is probably my favorite vehicle I have ever had in my life. It's completely reliable. And when I mean reliable, okay? And we'll get to that here in a second. But you also notice on the back, the only thing I really have is a CB antenna. I don't have a high lift or nothing like that. Like I said, we'll get into stuff like that, okay? These vehicles, you don't really want to make them heavy. Most people like the rollover rate. Well, like I said, I have a 4-inch lift. Never really had any problems. But as you can see, I've got rock guard paneling, those little itty bitty things down there on the bottom right there, those little runners. Those are my bash guards for my vehicle. And the only other thing that I really have on here is I have these little protectors, okay? Now, the reason I bought this vehicle and I keep it basic is because I don't want it heavy and I'm not trying to show it off, okay? There's no reason for me to glit and glam my vehicle. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I use my stuff when I need it, and that's about it, all right? I'll take it with me when I have to take it with me. But for the most part, there's really no reason to have all this stuff for me anyway. Now, everybody else, I mean, you know, you see the environment I'm in, the mountains are in the background. I tried to make a video up in the mountains. I had to go check some stuff out. It was really, really windy. It wasn't working, so I figured I'd come out here where I'm at now, since the wind is a little bit more calm, and I'd make this video. But for this particular vehicle, I don't really worry about it, okay? I don't have lockers in it or nothing like that. I also have 4 tire chains, so I could chain this thing up all the way around, and I'll get into tire chains on this in another video. This thing also tows a trailer up and over rocks and stuff like that when I need to get into the mountains for firewood, which is another main reason why I bought it, because I never wanted to worry about getting stuck, honestly. It is very hard to be stuck in this vehicle, okay? I have slid off the road into snow and buried it and dug it out with a shovel, give it a couple of jerk, rocks back and forth, get it rocking, boom, 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 and it'll just peel out and dig all the way to the ground until it gets out. That's one of the major things. The other thing is reliability. Where I'm at, there's snow on the ground and it's cold, okay? So I run a 1030 oil in my rig and I have no block heater. At negative 35, it will start. It has never argued with me. It will be very slow and it'll crank slow, but it will always start when no one else's vehicle does. So I know they're hard to get, but if you ever get a chance to get yourself one of these and you're even thinking about living in a school bus or living off grid or anything like that, I highly recommend one. Mine's a 93. I'll never regret the choice of buying one. And trust me, if you get one too, for the type of things that I like doing, you'll never regret it either. So, if this video was informative at all on the type of vehicle that I use and what I think you might want to look into getting, if you're going to be living off-grid, off-road in a very out in the middle of nowhere area, then let me know. Hit the like button. smash that subscribe button, and kick that bell out the window so you don't have to worry about it anymore. And I'll have plenty more Jeep videos and prep videos and a whole bunch of other stuff for you when it comes to off-road, off-grid, bus life, chickens, and all that good stuff, all right? You guys take care.